Airbnb is getting stricter. Strikes, sudden suspensions, appeals that are actually unheard of, and the hosts are genuinely worried. The real question today is, should you still rely on Airbnb? It is time to give a rethink. Let's talk with data, not emotions. Good day, welcome, Sat Shri Akal. Welcome to our channel, The Homestay Academy, Nurturing Airbnbpreneur. Today, we are actually unboxing a very real problem that the Airbnb hosts are facing day by day now, and these are only increasing. Your listings suddenly getting strikes, and lot of strikes resulting to warnings or even suspension of your Airbnb listing. And once suspended, there is a chance for appeal, but believe me, once suspended, the chances of this property getting delisted forever are very, very high. Moment of fear, the moment of anxiety that you won't be able to leverage this listing anymore. All your reviews, all your badges, all your efforts vanished completely. Today we'll explore the data, traveler behavior, platform trends, and the smartest way to go today on Airbnb in 2026. Airbnb has actually got stricter. There are now 40% more strikes, maybe because of bad review, because of cleanliness issues, because of a lot of other issues that are reported by the guests. And yes, Airbnb has become stricter. Chances of your property getting delisted very, very high now. And what happens when you get a strike? You actually lower your VB score of your listing, reduce visibility, limited inquiries, and sometimes bookings gone forever. Hosts feel unheard. Airbnb doesn't listen to you. You feel anxious. You feel heard. Let's also look at the traveler side. Globally, the short-term rental demand is not shrinking. It's only rising. And India, the shining star of short-term rentals now. In 2025, the global short-term rental market was valued at over $149 billion mark. And to top it all, with an expected annual growth rate of 8 to 10% each year up to 2030. And platforms like Airbnb, Verbo, Booking.com, and many others are actually reaping the benefit of it. More than 70% bookings are coming on these platforms. Airbnb topping it all. So, why are people booking online? Why aren't they not going offline and saving money? Simple. Gen Z is clear now. They want value, they want safety, and they want to ensure that the property they are investing their time and money will be able to actually give them the experience which they are demanding and paying for. They are very clear, the Gen Z of today, very clear with their choice. So they demand value for the money spent, because it's not only about spending money, investing money, it's about their time. It is very much valued to them. They are choosing your property as an experiential stay, and they're investing their time, effort, money. So of course they want value. They are actually, the present generation, and we are spoiled for choices. So why don't we are okay to expect value? Platforms like this give very much clarity to the Gen Z, to the present generation. They give them verified guest, host identity, easy dispute resolution, safety nets, transparent pricing. The Gen Z doesn't want risk, they want reliability. And that needs to sink in. You will understand you have to deliver that value which is expected out of you. Otherwise, give way for other people, because competition is actually tough now. So the bookings are moving away from unreliable offline resources. There are many scams that have offered. So that's why people today are choosing safety net, even if they have to pay more in terms of taxes, service charges, because they are wanting. And this is not a bias. This is actually a shift which is happening in the travel and tourism industry. Many hosts will say, okay, fine, if Airbnb is so strict, I don't need Airbnb. Let's do direct booking. I'll put some ads, I'll run Instagram, social media page, and I will have offline bookings. Well, that is okay. That's all right. You should always have a varied channel. You should always not put all your eggs in one basket. That's very good. Ad spend, whatever. But at the same time, can you afford to actually ignore these platforms? So what is the key? How does booking happen? It's all about visibility. It's all about trust. It's all about discovery. If these things are taken care of, the visibility, the trust, and the discovery, bookings are bound to happen. And that's exactly VEB is all about. You generate through offline channels. Yes, you can. If you have that kind of expertise, if you have that kind of distribution network, if you can reach out to the audience, then beautiful. You have a very nice offline distribution channel around you. If you don't have that, and many of small homestay owners or short term rental owners actually do not have that kind of bandwidth to spend that kind of time, effort, money, everything into creating that distribution channel. That is why you put your faith on these OTAs, the online travel agencies, be it Airbnb, Verbo, Booking.com, or many others like. So the simple answer is, don't put all your eggs in one basket. Make sure you have always other channels. You have your listing spread across channels. At the same time, you cannot ignore any one channel, because one booking converted can be your monthly rental. The choice is yours. So now, since we made our choices, how do we protect our list? That's the next important part you must be asking, or that is there in your mind. Let's try to answer. Simply imagine invested a lot of money in designing a certain kind of ecosystem. Talk about Airbnb, talk about any other channel. They have invested so much time, effort, money, and created that channel, that distribution channel, which reaches out, which increases the visibility, which brings out the visibility of your listing somewhere in the mountains, somewhere in the beach, to the audience across the world, globally. So what do? You expect people to respect that. I've created a channel, keep bookings through my channel, because I'm the person who's bringing visibility, bringing that revenue on the table. Make sure you respect that. You be honest to the Airbnb policies. Understand Airbnb policies. Do not share your contact details on Airbnb. Do not try to bypass the system. It's plain and simple. If I put it in one line, the queries which come on Airbnb should be converted on Airbnb. Of course, if there are other queries, if you have other channels offline, or your repeat guest XYZ, make sure you take them. And all you need to do is block your calendar. That's it. Airbnb will appreciate that. The second thing is, of course, build your direct channels, your word of mouth, and the kind of Google searches, whatever. If you get directly bookings from them, it's good. You should keep your VEB score high. Good photos, good description, good pricing. That's very, very important. Don't be emotional about your pricing. Don't base your base prices, on the basis of how much OPEX you do. It's irrelevant. You will not decide the market price of your listing. Understand that. The market decides. It's all about demand, supply, similar listings, competition analysis. Come to a good aspirational price, come to a good balanced price, and maintain that. Guests will value the right value. Spend some time, effort, and research on it. And that's exactly what we do when you have your listings audit and VB analysis done by us. And when we are posting, we are consistently monitoring all these data and coming to just the right balance of a good VB score, ensuring that your bookings are coming time after time on the reliable channel. And of course, as I always say, it's not passive income. Treat it like just any other business. It requires effort, time, and also investment. Sometimes when seasons are not there, there is seasonal variations. Lower your prices. That's all right. At least during those times, you will average out your costs, your OPEX. You might be having a consistent OPEX. You need to meet that season. Okay, I got a booking of XYZ amount, but off season can reduce, or you can offer extra services. You can offer extra discounts. All this goes a long way in, actually creating a footprint of your listing on Airbnb. You will get better reviews. You will get more reviews, the quantity of reviews, the consistent churning of your listing. Airbnb AI, people are coming day after day. They're appreciating the content, they're appreciating the experience, giving you good reviews. Airbnb is monitoring that. You are getting that guest favorite badge, that super rose badge. All that is an asset. That's an investment. वो बाद में काम आएगी, season में काम आएगी. So that is very important. Those things which you create will be useful to you when you want to really make those earnings. So treat it like business. Sometimes you need to invest time, effort, money. You need to keep your audience, your customer happy and engaged. So what's happening? Airbnb is actually not disappearing. It's only increasing. But yes, the way it used to function is actually changing each and every day. It is learning, designing, and changing. We need to adapt with the change. And if we adapt properly, we are surely bound for better growth, consistent growth, sustainable growth. So what should your focus be? Well, let's see very clearly. So what is your focus? Your focus should be strategy. Your focus should be the systems. Your focus should be smart alignment. And my friend, not fear, not emotional Well, that's all about hosting on Airbnb, that journey from strikes to learning, unlearning, and finally coming in sync with the changing world. Because you see, this world is changing very fast with AI coming into picture, with machine learning coming into picture, with so many options to choose from. People are demanding, things are only getting more challenging, more fun at the same time. All you need to do is adapt to the change and do not get stuck. Don't be emotional about pricing, don't be emotional about guests making some problems, but the only focus should be the business. Keep your guests happy, because if they are happy, at the end of the day, you, my friend, will be the happiest. So with that said, we have come to the end of this video. I hope you like the content, you related to the content. So all you need to do is comment, like, and subscribe to our channel. Thanks for watching.